All right, hey everybody, this is John, and welcome to the free video. And what we have today is a tale of two markets where capital inflows and outflows changed dramatically after the long 3-day weekend. Notably, money going into financials and even transports, and you can see that this was happening on high volume. So Goldman Sachs and all the financials here breaking out in really, really big ways like this. Typically, when you see the inflows that are this intense, you're looking for a continuation move of at least a couple of days, possibly testing that 200 period SMA. On the other hand, we saw a lot of high flyers today have reversals. Team is a great example of stocks that have been doing well in this environment. And in fact, while the rest of the market struggled, these are stocks that made new all-time highs, comfortably made new all-time highs. But for the first time, actually had a significant close, not only below their 8 EMA with volume that was above average, but also closed at the 21. The last time that this happened on a down move like this in team was it was actually back here prior to it's been a while. So this is a red flag in terms of a lot of the high flyers that have been benefiting from the stay at home and all that kind of stuff, is the perception being that okay, all this is priced in, this is done, and money is now going into more economic recovery type stocks. Now, while all this is happening, Zoom being another one here, mRNA, another one, high flyer here, there's, again, just kind of puking it up. And so on top of all this, retail speculation is at all-time highs, greater than 1999, greater than 2006. It's higher than it was in February, mid-February of this year, and at that point it was actually really high. And typically when that happens, things don't end well in the markets either. But at the same time, we don't want to sit there. We don't want to sit here and short something if it's got more room to go. But on the other hand, if there are getting sell signals, we want to take advantage of them. So some things like that is I like the idea here of selling call credit spreads and some of the high flyers. If we do get any rallies, back into it on a 30-minute chart, back into this falling 21 EMA. But on the other hand, I'm also looking for quick moves into the 21 EMA. So this case on Shopify is at 716. If for some reason we get a flush down there tomorrow or this week, I would be using that as a buying opportunity for a bounce. But to be clear, I'm not looking for a bounce to new all-time highs, just a speculative bounce. All right. So again, that's what we have, speculative market. The main thing here is I would switch time frames from looking at shorter term time frames. Understanding the money flow is changing. Money is actually coming out of tech and going into a little bit more stabler sectors, and just keep an eye on that. All right. All right. Hope it helps. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.